Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today we're doing another tier list for maps, and we're gonna go over about loud this time instead of stealth. We're gonna go over what maps are you more like attackive, offensive on than defensive. And what I mean by these terms in an entry point way is that are you pushing for your objectives? Are you always moving? Or are you waiting for your objectives and you're stationary and you're just waiting for it to get completed? So, we're going to just get really quickly started. Now, of course, setup, it's a stealth map. Can't really do that. Lockup, definitely a defensive map. Only because of the fact that after you push in, you literally barricade the areas to stop them from coming in, and you can either defend the spawns and let one guy do it all, or another way around, but, you've also got, like, waiting for the helicopter, defending the helicopter, and actually finding the weapons. Those are just examples to show how Lockup is such a defensive map, and you just stay still. Other than the fact that you're moving the bags, you are just protecting and waiting for your objectives to be completed. Going back to what I said earlier, Score is probably the most offensive map, only because you're moving so much. You do not wait at all in the map. You are never waiting, other than the fact that you're rising in the elevator, and then you go on to the second part. You are never waiting. You will always be moving gold. And, it gives Score a bit of a, it makes it different from the rest of the maps in the game, because you are never waiting. You are always doing something, no matter what. Now, Freelancer, I'm not really going to count that, we'll leave that with Setup. Black Site, I'd have to say, is a little bit more of an offensive map. Only because of the fact of how you are you're pushing through a facility. You're pushing through so that then you can get to the end and then obviously do something. Now, the only time you are truly waiting in Black Site is when you're waiting for the blast door to be finished, which is counted as an objective. However, that's only one compared to a rest. The rest of them, you're always moving, you're grabbing the demolition charges, you're bringing them, planting them, you're always moving. So I definitely would say, until the final part, Black Site is a more of an offensive map. Auction, again, it's a stealth map. Gala, again, it's a stealth map. Financier is definitely a defensive map. Only because of the fact that, of course, after you push into the safe house and get Ryan and get the safe, you camp the helicopter for the rest of the map. Which just makes Financier a pretty easy map. But you just spend like 2 minutes waiting for the helicopter and then boom. It's pretty simple. Deposit, again, defensive. Because same thing with Financier. You push in, get your objectives completed, and then other than the fact that you're planting the thermite or hacking the things, you will camp archives or something. Or vault, depending on what plan you do. You will always just be camping somewhere. You'll be waiting for your objective to be completed, and then you'll go and do said objective once the wait time is done. Lake House is definitely an offensive map. I'm just thinking about this. Yeah, I do believe that Lake House is an offensive map, only because you are pretty much, like the Score, also always moving. Until you go into the until you go into the area where you have to defeat the gunship. Other than that, you are always moving in the lake house. You're transporting the bags to the boat. You're always doing that, which makes, again, lake house, really good. Just like loud practice in general. Withdrawal, again, a defensive map. You put the cash in the cage and then you camp vault for, a while until Sparrow gets there, which is really annoying. But it's kind of just how the withdrawal goes, and I can't really do much about that. Cash, yeah, you can't do cash, it's a stealth map. Scientist, again, a defensive map. You basically get in, save Rivera or wall banker, Of course, Thumper Clip got patched, but you don't need a Thumper Clipper to actually get the objective completed. You can just wallbang her with an F57 or something. But after you get Rivera or just leave her to die, you basically do the hack and then you just wait until you get to the exit. You just wait, which is pretty unfortunate. SCRS. SCRS is a little bit of a mix, only because of the fact of how it's how SCRS, you're moving from server room to server, but you're waiting for the servers to complete. I'm gonna say it has like, I'm gonna say it's an offensive map because you're always moving, but the server rooms, of course, you've got to wait for those, but you're still moving. You're like, as I said with Black Site, you're slowly pushing through a facility, and then you're getting to the exit. Except it's a big map and you're going different directions and stuff. It's not like an area where you just go straight forward and you make it like Black Site. You're just going everywhere and stuff. And last but not least, Black Dusk. Again, it's got the same case as the SCRS. Both of them are quite big maps. And like Black Dusk, you push right, you push left, you push forward. Like you push left, you go ops, you plant the bombs there, you get the thermite. You don't really need the drill, you get the thermite. Push right, dev, you just plant the bombs there, and then push forward. The only time you really wait in Black Dusk is if you're planting the thermite in workshop and you just wait for it. Same for the drill, but no one uses drill. Or you're waiting for the blast storm, which you only do that on ops. You blowtorch in dev, which is just like the. Now, I'm not gonna lie, from this list I'm actually quite surprised. I thought we'd have like more maps on the defensive side where you kind of just camp, but guess I'm wrong. Anyways, that basically is just the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you can take something from this. So, whatever your playstyle is, you could probably use these maps to use that, like, just, you know, play at your best. And like defensive maps, they'll favour people who play like saw blades and stuff because you can literally just prone, get good accuracy, crap ton of ammo. Whereas players who just use like run and gun with F57s and MM20s stuff, like these maps will favour you a lot more. So it's all just personal preference. But hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.